In this week's portion, Miketz, we continue the very dramatic, beautiful story that concludes the book of Genesis that began last week with chapter 37 and will end in 2 weeks at the end of chapter 50, a story that revolves mainly around Joseph and his brothers. And a feature of this story, which adds to the drama, are dreams that appear in the story and their interpretation. These dreams really serve as the turning point within the story. They foreshadow what will happen, and they serve as a main element that without these dreams, the story wouldn't really hang together. So, of course, the dreams of Joseph last week, in which he dreamt that there were sheaves of wheat, 11 sheaves of wheat bowing down to one sheaf of wheat, and stars in the sky bowing down to another star in the sky, all obviously meaning that the brothers are going to be bowing down to Joseph. And also you have the Egyptian prisoners with Joseph who have their dreams. And this week's portion begins with Pharaoh's dream, which will of the cows, the skinny cows eating the fat cows, which Joseph is the only one to be able to interpret, that there is going to be 7 years of plenty followed by 7 years of famine. And because of that, Joseph becomes second in command in all of Egypt. So these dreams take center stage in the story, and we have to ask ourselves, do dreams take a center stage in other stories and other places in the Bible? And we'd really have to look long and hard to find other dreams, aside from Jacob, who had a dream of the ladder with angels ascending and descending it. Abraham doesn't have dreams. Isaac doesn't have dreams. Adam and Eve, Noah, Moses. It's really few and far between. And so we have to, it causes us to question the place of dreams in the Bible and the place of dreams in rabbinic tradition. And when we think of a dream, we think of Martin Luther King's famous speech, "I have a dream today." And it's not that kind of dream that we're talking about. In other words, it's not a dream about what we wish would happen and trying to work towards that goal. It's rather an actual dream that we have in our minds while we're sleeping. And these dreams, according to the rabbis, are very important. There's a whole section in the tractate Brachot, the very first section of the Talmud, in which rabbis say, if you dream this, then it's a good thing. For example, if you dream of elephants, that's a good omen. If they're saddled, it's a good omen. If the elephant is not saddled, it's a bad omen. If you dream of a eulogy, then that's a good sign. If you dream that you're reciting the Shema or putting on tefillin, that's a good sign. If you dream of wheat, then you will see peace in your life. And there are plenty of more examples from the Talmud, page 57a and following. And so for the rabbis, a dream is an opportunity for a connection with God. It's something that is unusual, and if we remember our dreams, which I hardly ever do, it's seen by the rabbis as some kind of sign. The dream could trouble us, the dream could comfort us, and we don't know why, but there's some sense when we wake up, we're left with some kind of feeling, and that, for the rabbis, that sense is as if we have been touched by God. And so we hope and pray that this Hanukkah season and this Shabbat, may we be touched as well by God. Shabbat Shalom.